Government slashes excise tax to zero. Guyana to get new merchant bank. Trio busted with $6.3 million in ganja. And American Airlines apologizes for 4-hour delay. I'm Enrico Bulford, and this is Uncut News. Do you see news happening? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. The government announced today that they have now reduced the excise tax on gasoline and diesel from 50% to zero, just 1 week after the GCCI and the Private Sector Commission called for the removal of that tax and others. The government is now hoping that the gas stations around the nation will reflect this price difference as early as tomorrow. Although I doubt it because, they'll probably give us that lame excuse about having to sell out their old stock first. But anyway, the electricity demands of the Demerara-Berbice interconnected system peaked at 135 megawatts last year. But already for this year, the demand has peaked at 145 megawatts. The peak demand for electricity this year is anticipated to go up to 180 megawatts, which is a problem, because according to GPL, its current installed capacity is 220 megawatts. However, just about 170 to 180 megawatts are available currently, as several generators are currently under repair. GPL's generation manager said that by the end of the year, the company will have adequate generation to meet the demand, as well as some reserved capacity. GCOM has started a continuous registration exercise this month, and they have already managed to register a total of 12,896 new persons. Additionally, some 6,620 persons who are 18 years or older, eligible voters, were registered for the first time. So good for them. Another 6,276 persons between the ages of 14 to 17 have also been registered, and they will receive identification cards, but will only be able to vote in elections when they have turned 18. The continuous registration will run for 3 months until May 29th. All public schools will be fully reopened from April 25th. And each child's performance would be assessed to ascertain learning loss, Minister of Education Priyamana Chan said on Monday. She said schools were being geared up to address 2 years of learning loss due to the extended closure, limited face-to-face classes, and even dropouts during this time. To ensure teachers and students are prepared for the new term, the Ministry of Education has implemented a staggered system to allow students to revisit studies from their previous grade within a 20-week period before moving on to the new term's curriculum. Such a system they hope to have prepared before the 25th. She also announced a new program that will be rolled out nationally to target learning loss in the 4 core educational subjects. Now it's time to tell you about Best Buy's car of the day. Currently on sale, this is 2014 Audi Q3. It comes with Bluetooth, mug rims, new tires, TV, CD, stereo, fog lamps, electronic parking brake, black camera, and much, much more. Buy cash for $5.6 million. All pay down as low as $1,120,000 down, with around $108,000 monthly for 5 years, and it is yours. Call or WhatsApp 662-0844 for more info, or visit their showrooms at Lot 171 Peterborough Street, Queenstown, or Lot 2 Lamar Street, and tell them they can send you for this sweet, sweet deal. The government is on the verge of licensing a new merchant bank that will target the business sector and investments within it. Governor of the Bank of Guyana, Dr. Gobin Ganja, said the negotiations started about 1 year ago with the company's principals. The license was being finalized and the location has been already identified. Dr. Ganja, I'm sorry, I love his name. Dr. Ganja declined to confirm or deny whether US-based Guyanese financial analyst Floyd Haynes obtained the license for the merchant bank. Nevertheless, Demerara Waves said that well-placed sources in the local financial sector have confirmed that he has gotten the nod to set up the financial institution. An accident in New Amsterdam Berbice last night claimed the life of 30-year-old Joshua Inchanali and hospitalized his friend 28-year-old Karan Rambarat. Around 11 p.m., Inchanali was driving a motorcycle with Rambarat as a passenger when he swerved into the path of a truck that was proceeding in the opposite direction down the road. Both of the injured persons were taken to the hospital with severe head injuries and other injuries about the body. Unfortunately, Inchanali succumbed to his injuries at hospital today, whilst the driver of the truck is currently in police custody. Kanu busted 42-year-old Andrew Carew, 47-year-old Ray Anthony Passard, and 37-year-old Sheldon Hope following the discovery of almost 13 pounds of marijuana at a home in the new Diamond housing scheme on the East Bank on Tuesday. Kanu said that the drugs had a street value of $6.3 million and was packaged in 6 parcels. The men are still in police custody awaiting charges. You can multiply your cash by selling Digicel Top-Up. This is a legit way you can earn some extra money at your business or to supplement your current hustle. Become a top-up vendor quick and easy by linking with Cellular Plus. Call them on telephone number 685-3109 for more info. The police are currently investigating the alleged kidnapping of 18-year-old Tiana Britton, who was found with injuries about her body yesterday afternoon, just one day after she went missing. The teenager's father last night told Starbuck News that she was found on the Kitty seawall around 6:30 p.m. by an individual who is known to the family. He said the teenager's body bore burns, her hair had been chopped off, and it is suspected that she was assaulted. Unfortunately, she seems to remember nothing but having been blindfolded and being carried away. Nevertheless, the cops have not declared any suspects in the crime. It's now time for today's oil update. ExxonMobil is set to continue drilling activities at the Beryl I-1 prospect at the Starbuck Block offshore Guyana, following ongoing drilling activities at Kiru Kiru, which commenced earlier this month. The drill campaign at the Beryl I-1 well had started in January, but was then suspended for a few weeks temporarily. The well site is located 168.72 kilometers off Guyana's coast and covers an area of just 1 square kilometer. Beryl I-1 joins Pinktail 1 and Patwa 1, following the recent completion of drilling activities at Lukanane. And according to Exxon, as well as various industry analysts, the Starboard Block is projected to have more than 20 billion barrels of oil, double the current discovered resources. So, drill, baby, drill. Who said luxury can't be affordable? Move into your own home in 2022. Lenore Estates, West Coast MRR properties are within your reach. Move out of the landlord's place and put that rent money towards your own 5,000 square foot property. Call or WhatsApp 592-618-5702 for more info. Now for our stupid news of the day. You know what I think is stupid? When foreign companies treat Guyanese unfairly and they are not called out upon it. Since they began operations in Ghana, American Airlines has been consistently late and seemingly rude to Guyanese, just like every other foreign airline that services Guyana or has serviced in the past. Usually faulty equipment, weather delays, or whatever excuse they've decided to come up with is to blame. And despite years of having made hundreds of Guyanese late for weddings, funerals, and important business meetings, not once has an airline apologized to any Guyanese for the delays, at least until recently. So, when I heard that American Airlines made a personal apology to the president for a 4-hour delay, I was confused and disappointed. Now, I understand the importance of a president's schedule, but if he deserves an apology for the inconvenience of being late, then every delayed passenger deserves an apology. But of course, that will never happen, because they only apologize after they learned that they inconvenienced the president, and they're probably scared, I don't know, he'll go revoke their contract or, do something stupid like that. They only care about the money. All of this is to say that American Airlines is just like many other foreign companies that are eager to take Guyanese dollars, but give Guyanese iPass in return. And as Guyana grows in importance, more companies will come. But we as Guyanese need to loudly reject whenever they disrespect us, because paying to be disrespected is pretty stupid. Now for our Uncut News Viewers Poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. So, you give your responses in the comments and we'll read the best ones in the following episode. Yesterday's question was, do you think the government should increase taxes on imported food and decrease taxes on local food, or would that be unfair competition? Norman Frank says, but the big businesses will somehow bypass the higher taxes on the imported goods because they are well connected. Oh my, I really hope you're wrong about that one, but you might be right. Adrian Walton says, you can't tax local food at a lower tax than imported food. That would seem as protectionism, and the WTO will come for you. Nor can you promote a Eat Local campaign because that too would be seen as protectionism, and the WTO will come for you. And then they tried that in Barbados, and the WTO went for them. Yes, which is why I say the WTO is just a neoliberal scam made up by the ABCE countries to keep us all broken under thumb. Dopamine says it won't make a difference. Most Guyanese are too far gone with their foreign-mindedness. Most don't even realize that Sunny D is an orange drink and not a juice. I stick with my locally fresh-squeezed Topco unsweetened orange juice. Exactly. I'll take fresh-squeezed locally made orange juice over GMO sugar water any day. And finally, Lal Ramnarayan says, stop making other countries rich and make your own country rich. Indeed. So for tonight's question, our education minister wants to revamp the nation's education curriculum. So I want to know, what do you think we should be teaching our nation's children that we are not currently teaching them right now? With that said, I want you to think about that question and tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Rico Bullford saying good night, folks.